he has talked to his quarterback and his center about having a high level of communication here on the road. Back to you.
Thank you, Holly. Really looking forward to this matchup. Mississippi State ready to kick off to get this game started. He'll bring it out. It's Smith. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Now on the counter. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and this crowd getting even more juice.
You definitely want to commit to the run game. You want to establish the run game. You want the defense to honor it. But if it doesn't work a little later down the road, you might think about airing that puppy out.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Handoff to the single back. A little more space, open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30. The Buckeyes may be leaders in the modern game, but this has an old-school, vintage Buckeye feel to it when they move the ball on the ground.
Yeah, and Ohio State's done it year after year, and it's player after player, but this university recruits at such...
Maybe a crease. And he's down at the 41. That's a first down.
This defense is going to have to do a better job slowing down the run. We've seen twice now in this opening drive. This guy break one. And so this defense has to do a better job at the point of attack, and their D coordinator probably is already thinking to himself, we'll have to get another guy in the box to slow this guy down.
They want the edge on the jet sweep. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. Here's Sayin to throw. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Fires it incomplete.
But how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
You know what they need, you know what they want, and you know what they deliver on 3rd down. More cowbell. Sayin trying to be heard above the noise. Another incompletion on 3rd down. The Buckeyes line up to punt it away. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. Oh my, he just shanked that one. And that punt will sail out of bounds. Let's see where the officials spot it. Wide receiver going in motion. Got the quick completion. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain. And the Bulldogs come to the line in the hurry-up.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play, because here's the offense right away back at the line of scrimmage, ready to roll again with tempo.
Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. And the defense makes a big hit and knocks him down. They have work in front of them on 3rd and short from the 42. They'll try to run for it. There's a crease. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the first down at the 36.
Well, you got to be able to turn the page quickly on defense. Just gave up a first down on the ground, but here comes tempo. You've got to get lined up.
Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Taylor wants to throw. Finds his big tight end. Ripping off the huge gain down to the 17-yard line.
Come on, defense, what are we doing? I mean, you can't miss this guy. He's like literally the biggest dude on the field. That time, completely wide open. That's way too easy for the offense. He caught the football. There was nobody even near him. Someone on defense has to locate this guy. They've got to communicate to each other if they're passing off in coverage. You can't let that guy be that wide open.
They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. Well, will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Looking to fire. Unleashes to the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
Hey, when you speed quarterbacks up like this and you hurry their thought process, they're going to make mistakes. That was a mistake there. Throwing into double coverage, obviously not something you want to do. Could have been worse. Nice job by the defense.
It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And he can't grab the bullet pass on 3rd down.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So this quarterback just needs to settle down a little bit. He won't be throwing as many incompletions if he just lets the coverage tell him where to go with the ball.
Coming out with it, it's Smith. He gets it across the 25 to the 27 after bringing it out of the end zone. First play of this drive comes from the 27. Throw it, say it. Buys a little extra time. He's got him. Gain of right at 7 yards, 2nd and 3 coming.
Well, that was a weird one because I think running back screen was called, but the quarterback just saw an open receiver downfield and said to himself, hey, I got an open guy, I'm just going to take it.
The Buckeyes with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Going with the ground game left. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. We've come to the end of the period, and Mississippi State is on top. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. So they had a chance to talk over this 3rd down play to open the period. The give on the counter. Got enough for the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And these 3rd downs obviously are so crucial, and that's why you call them the money down. But just to get the drive started, man, you get the 3rd down, you get a little bit nervous. Nice job executing, running the football, moving the sticks, and now keeping this drive moving.
On the run, it's Jackson. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early and often. There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
Beautifully thrown ball, terrific catch, and they'll have the 1st down.
And sometimes when you hand it to these guys, man, it's hard to find lanes. It's very congested in the box. But nice job when you spread it out and you give him space by throwing him the football. Sometimes he can use that blazing speed and make bigger plays. I look for them to continue to find ways to get that fast dude in space.
Here's Julian saying to throw. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. Out of the backfield, he's open. A likely touchdown-saving tackle, but the catch and run takes it down to the 7. They use those back-to-back explosives to set him up first and goal. Looking to pass. It's Sayin. Trying to barrel in. Touchdown, Buckeyes! Made the grab and took it on in for the score. A score for the big fella here. Why are tight ends so effective in the red zone?
Well, these aren't the guys that are going to burn by you and go for 70 most of the time, but when you can use their big-bodied frames, threaten them to run the football and be a blocker in the running game, and now you slip them in the side.
The extra point is blocked. So it's a 73-yard touchdown drive, and they close the deal with the 7-yarder for the score. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He's tackled, brought down right at the 25-yard line on the return. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. From the gun, running back on the move. Surges across the 30, out to the 32, a 6-yard run. Mississippi State right back to the line.
I like this idea by the offense going hurry up here. You just had a very nice run. Let's get back up to the line of scrimmage and go fast.
Not much he could do there. Does pick up 2 to the 34.
Well, this running back has been the only guy, obviously, who's touched the ball these first 2 plays. He's looked pretty good. I think it's safe to say everybody in the stadium here on 3rd down expecting him to get the ball again.
Whistle blows, and this is the 2-minute timeout, and these guys have a chance to take the lead before halftime. It's 3rd down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. To the ground to try to pick up the first. He'll be stopped short. It'll bring up 4th down as this defense makes a play. They're getting to the line quickly and staying out there on 4th down. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the 1st down and a gutsy call to keep this drive alive.
Hey, man, 4th and 1 at any part of the field is risky to go for, especially when you're in your own end of the field, but they did. It was a good play call. I like them being aggressive, especially after getting that 1st down.
Mississippi State comes out after picking up the 1st down. Handoff, left Bothwell. Stopped after a gain of 3. It'll be 2nd and 7.
Winning 1st down is such a big deal on defense, like getting them in more predictable situations, more passing situations. Nice job not giving up a lot of run after contact on that 1st down.
Quarterback may change this route. Taylor wants to throw it. Makes the grab down the middle. They make the stop at the 41, but it's a 15-yard pickup, and they're rolling with a 1st down.
In the slant route, you got to put that foot in the ground and cut in a hurry so you can create a little bit of separation from that cornerback, and a nice job with the concentration, plucking that football, pulling it in.
The Bulldogs, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. To the air on 1st down. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Back to pass. Under fire. Quickly out to the tight end. He gets it down to the 30-yard line, and time is running short here in the first half.
That's just a very easy, comfortable throw for the quarterback. He knows he has his big target, the tight end, running across the field on the drag. Nice play.
Early movement on the offense, and they'll push it back 5 yards. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. So important to keep your concentration. Get off on the snap count, not before it. It's 1st and 15. They'll go to the air. Looking for the end zone. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Bulldogs.
I don't know what play they called, but I would call it again because the defense had no idea what was going on. Receiver comes wide open, catches the football, and gets the easy touchdown.
They'll line up to go for 2. Quarterback will keep it. He's going to be stopped short of the goal line. The 2-point attempt is no good as they are unable to extend the lead.
Mississippi State 9, Ohio State 6. Number 8, set to kick this one.
And he'll bring it back. He goes out of bounds on that return right at the 20-yard line. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Zayn. Moving out to the right. Throwing on the run. And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on 1st down.
This is going to be a tough situation for the offense here. Late in the first half, they're trying to find a way to generate some points before going into the locker room, but the defense is ready for it. So the windows are not going to be very big, especially when you're trying to attack vertically like they did on that last one. Downfield completions are going to be tough to come by.
And his throw is incomplete.
And I tell you what, I know it's little when these QBs miss and the ball's not right to them, but man, it makes such a difference with yards after the catch, and in this case, even catching the football. It was just a little bit off, and it just made it a little bit difficult for his wide receiver to try to make the catch.
Scanning the field, it's Zayn. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. And the Buckeyes will punt this one away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Punt is on its way. Not a lot of room to field this one. Just a wall of defenders everywhere he looks, and he's guided out of bounds after a short return. One more snap coming before halftime. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Wants to throw on 1st down. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. It's incomplete, and they tried to get one on the board before the break and couldn't quite make the connection. The Buckeyes will line up to kick off and start the 2nd half. Fielded in the end zone, it's Johnson. He gets a block. Got a little room. Wide open, and it's a foot race. He will score. Touchdown, Mississippi State.
You know, we just went to half, and we drew up all these adjustments and things we got to do differently to take advantage? How about the special teams coming out to start the second half and setting the tone, taking the kick all the way back for 6. You don't draw it up any better than that.
And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. He'll start the return inside his 5. He'll be stopped just short of the 25-yard line. They'll mark it at the 24, and good work by the coverage unit. Ohio State sending out the offense to start this drive. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. They'll keep it on the ground to start the second half. Really nice job to squirt his way up to the 31-yard line.
And we talked about this guy coming into the game, man. He's a dude. Like, he's a guy that they're going to feature, they're going to give the football to. He's so good with the ball in his hand, so why would you not hand it to him as much as possible? They're doing it early, and he's getting some chunk yardage. This defense, they knew about him, but now they're finding out about him.
On the delay, it's Cross. Not a lot of daylight. He gets one to the 32. If you didn't have a headache before, you've got one on the way. The cowbell's ringing on this third down in Starkville. Now here's Sayin. Got his man. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. And that's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is. And you saw it right there on that play.
Man, it's easy to call plays when you're getting 5 or 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, why would I get complicated? Why would I get complex? Like, up front right now, this group just win, fall forward, get that good gain, stay ahead of the sticks, don't have to get in bad situations.
It's a fumble. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
Great job by the defense here, forcing the fumble on the wide receiver. Look, understand the ball came out quick. I got to break, get hats to the football, secure the tackle, try to get that football out. Nice turnover, nice hustle by this defense.
The Bulldogs offense is on the field, ready to get this drive cranked up. They'd love nothing more than to take advantage of that early second half turnover and cash in and tack a little bit more onto this lead. And the Bulldogs racing to the line in the hurry-up.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going to create a big play.
And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
This defense has a lot of speed, especially in the secondary, and you saw that speed. That defender got to that receiver so quick, and because of the hit, incomplete pass.
They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. Here's a give to Bothwell. Stopped immediately. Might have gotten a little cute with that run on third and long, and they got nothing to show for it. The Bulldogs using their first timeout. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. Looking for room, it's Jackson. There was nowhere to run and nowhere to hide. A loss of 5 on that play.
And we knew the linebackers were the strength of this defense, but coming in the offense, man, they felt really good about their running back. And so far, man, it's been a fun matchup to watch, but advantage to these guys that have been filling gaps, scraping, getting to the football, making plays. This linebacker unit really held down this rushing attack that they usually hang their hat on.
Well, the QB knew coming into this one it was going to be tough. They have a lot of athletes on the back end, but today, guys just not able to separate. Accuracy hasn't always been perfect, and as a result, they've got another ball getting knocked away for an incompletion.
Saying from the gun on 3rd down. He finds a dead spot in the middle. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. The Buckeyes have it with a 1st and 10. The run inside. It's Jackson. Stuffed almost in his tracks, but strong enough to pick up 1 to the 35.
The defense wins that one, and the offensive line was challenged by their coaching staff coming into this game to try and get push up front and establish the line of scrimmage. They're going to have to do a better job running than that if they're going to win this one.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Right back to the well. Might have a chance. The 40. Past the 30. 10. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Ohio State. Saw a crease, nothing but green grass and opportunity, and he flashed through it for 6.
And when you can get 30-plus yards out of your running back and he can make big plays like this, man, it's hard to call a lot of passes. I'm just going to feed this guy the rock.
And he tacked on the extra point. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And he capped it off with a 65-yard touchdown run. On the move from inside his 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll start on the ground with Fluff Bothwell. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29. As we head to the quarter break, Mississippi State has the lead. And sitting in a good spot as we wrap up the 3rd. Let's take a look at our game stats while we have a break in the action. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. The give and tick, 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 tick. Finds his way for 3 out to the 33. Mississippi State going up tempo. On 3rd and short, the run and looking for the 1st down. Stopped in the backfield, and this defense has forced him into 4th down. Wants to adjust the pattern. They're throwing for it on 4th down. Bought a little time, lets it go. It's incomplete, and they'll turn it over on downs.
I know the analytics tell me to be aggressive and go for it, but in the 2nd half, in these ball games, the analytics don't work for every single situation. And right now, you've set them up. I just hope this one doesn't come back to bite you right in the hiney.
He's going to run it. Quarterback got it himself. He steps out of bounds at the 15-yard line. Big pickup on the ground, and they're rolling.
4th quarter, obviously, trailing in a football game, you're going to need this dude, your quarterback, to make plays. And you got to call plays like this where it's a pass, and he still takes off and gets the 1st down. It's his time. It's the 4th quarter. You're trailing. The ball's in his hands.
From the red zone, it's Jackson. He's stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there.
Nice first down defense. Great job being physical, understanding the chances of run are high. They come up, they get the back on the ground, forcing a second down and long situation.
Operating in the red zone here on second down. He caught it. Touchdown, Buckeye! They've got the lead here in the fourth.
I think one of the most underrated things we talk about with a QB is timing. Being able to get the ball out of his hands to his receiver where he can continue to catch the football and run with it. Nice pitch, nice catch, nice play in the fourth quarter when you needed it for this team to take the lead.
They'll try to add another to their lead. Oh, they block it. He's got a chance to take this one back. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And they top it off with a 14-yard pass for the touchdown.
Mississippi State, 16. Number 96, set to kick this one.
On the run from inside his own 5. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. Mississippi State comes out on offense to start the drive. So they just gave up the lead on that last touchdown drive. Now to put something together to go back on top late. Works his way ahead for 3. They'll spot it at the 18. Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Trying to impose their will with the run. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Mississippi State right back to the line. Taylor wants to throw. Escapes the pressure to his right. Could be an alley. He slides and gets the first down. What a weapon to have a guy who can move the chains for you by any means necessary.
Every possession later in the game means so much more. You start getting in the fourth quarter, one-possession games, QB drops back and makes these first downs. These extra set of downs now become so much more important late in these ball games.
Mississippi State to the line with a fresh set of downs. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Wilson. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And they tried to sneak the run in there, but immediately you got to call a timeout. You got to stop the clock. Then you can get organized, go to the...
There he goes. Slides to the ground. He got away and picked up the first down on a 2nd and long.
Man, these are killers, right? Late in the game, in the fourth quarter, you're getting to the quarterback, but he does such a great job scrambling around. When you do this, you get extra first downs. You start to wear those defensive linemen out. So late in the game, this could pay off. Great job getting the first down.
Picks up the first down. And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it. The Bulldogs pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. To the ground. He's got it again. Give him a pickup of 2. Now 2nd and 8.
And this offense has got to get somewhere, right? That's a couple plays in a row. Like, the clock is their biggest enemy. So we got to find a way to manufacture, push the ball down the field, make something happen with that clock running out.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Handoff, left Bothwell. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run. Timeout signal for by the Buckeyes. That's their first. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game. If they tried the field goal from here, it would be 53 yards. They'd love to help the kicker out on 3rd down. Taylor wants to throw it. If the quarterback's a little more on target there, maybe they hook up, but it's an incompletion.
Well, I know it hasn't been a tremendous day statistically for this quarterback, but his decision-making has been good enough to win this game. Hasn't thrown a lot of TDs so far, but when things aren't open, he throws it away like on that play right there. He's not putting his team in a bad spot, and that's why they still have a shot to walk out of here with a W.
Trailing by a possession, they need to keep the ball. They'll try to convert on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Unloads to the right. Makes a catch. 1st down and maybe a lot more. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive.
Man, this quarterback is going to have to be deadly accurate here in this 2-minute situation, right? And that's really what he's had to be all game long. He hasn't had a lot of yards because the coverage has just been so tight. He's had to be pinpoint perfect. It's been hard just to find completions, no doubt. That's going to be the same thing here in this 2-minute drive.
Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. Wants to pass, and he's got to make a play. And he can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game. They'll hurry to the line here to try to get off that 3rd down play. He's looking downfield to throw. He's got it. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal. They'll get the timeout with 5 seconds remaining to play.
And that's a really good example of a quarterback and his intended target both being on the same page. The timing was almost perfect on that play. That's why they were able to convert the 3rd down, now setting up 1st and goal.
This will be the last play of the game and the last chance they have maybe to win it at the gun. Touchdown, Mississippi State! They move on top here in the 4th. Right back with a score of their own.
Man, what a great job by this offense executing down the field, using all of the clock, being smart, getting the big score late, and I think that one should do it.
The AT unit on the field. And the extra point is good, and every point counts. It's now a 4-point lead in the 4th. From inside his own 15, let's see how far he can get. They make the stop, the coverage team up to the challenge as they put a stop to the return and an end to the game. What a game. We had a furious fight all the way to the final ticks, and that one is going to be remembered forever.
And I think when you're the #1 team in the country, you're coming in expecting to win. You're the favorites. Everybody's talking about you. You have all the momentum. You're the loved college football team in all of the land. To come in today, they played a competitive game, Jesse, but that's an inferior opponent they just lost to.
That's true. They've got to be more consistent moving forward as the #1 team. And we saw flashes today of why they were the #1 ranked team. We know they've got talent, but you've got to start fast. You can't shoot yourself in the foot. You can't have penalties. You can't turn the ball over. You can't have the lapses in concentration we saw today that led to them losing.
That's going to do it for us here. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.